Shut up and sit down.
All right, hey, let's get this party started,
Let's
boys.
do it. Let's jump
I'm ready
into
to
it.
rock and roll.
Everybody, welcome in to the Pigskin Pricks. Joined exclusively here by Bagman, Bag of Shame, after talking smack last week. Karma came back, and it came back really quick. So here you go.
Yeah, it came back
with
double
a fucking
time,
vengeance.
though, didn't it?
Yeah, we'll get to the double whammy that Ev got this week. Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
right.
it really
Right.
kicked me in the nuts, and you know what? That's fine. That's
I
fine.
love
I
it.
accept it. I accept it. I
nothing else
deserved
you
it.
can do but
No,
accept
no,
it. When
no,
it
that's
happens.
it.
It's
That's
just the
it,
way
yeah.
it is, man.
I deserved
Just
it.
go with it.
Yes, you
Yeah.
did.
All right,
Hopefully,
boys.
you'll get it again this week.
That's
Well,
right.
What's on? Nah, hey, I took the shame, so it's only gonna get better from here.
Gotcha.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm getting a new bag because mine's just too damn tight.
Right.
Man, I need
this
something.
This
I
fits
love
nicely,
that
nice
bag
and
of yours.
loose.
No, man.
So-
Mine was so loose, you guys saw it kept like shifting on me.
yeah.
It's
Well, that's
like-
the one problem I never had is it stayed right on, man.
Dude, it was like it was
It
bulging.
didn't-
You about ripped it out like the Hulk.
That's right. That's right. Right. I'm not sure that I want to
Next
rip
time,
anything out with
put
my
some
head,
fucking ear
but-
holes and like wear your headphones like this or something.
Seriously.
Nice. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. All right.
All right.
What's on
Anyway,
the beer menu? Tell me what you got. to
Beer
drink.
menu. All right. Well, so listen.
did you find something good?
No, I
No.
love it. Actually,
Yeah.
you
Okay.
will hate it. You know what? First of all, I put it. It's in a big boy can.
Ooh, look at you, Royals.
But it's a short can.
I
It's a
got
short can and a big top.
No. It's a big boy.
No, that's pretty short. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, look at that. No, I like PBR. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah, a
PBR.
little PBR action. I had to bring it out. I have not done PBR, and since it's in a 16 ouncer, and I'm really thirsty tonight, I thought, what a great beer to bring out. I think most people that watch this show have drank Pabst Blue Ribbon,
Yeah.
but if
I-
they
now,
haven't,
I think most
now I
people.
wish I'd have grabbed the
in
beer I was
general.
going to grab. Damn it. I was going to go low too, and I decided against it at the last minute.
yes,
Mine
it's
would have been red,
beautiful.
white, and blue as well as yours. Why didn't I
Is
go
that
that
right?
route?
Oh, I don't know.
Next
But
time.
Happy
Next time.
America. Happy America. This is great. You know what? I'll give it a 7.4.
There you go.
I mean, for a PBR, yeah.
For a cheap and shitty, it's pretty
Quality.
good cheap and shitty.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's the new hipster drink, to be honest.
actually
It
kinda
really
is,
is,
yeah.
dude. You see this in every bar. And I will say again, we've said this a lot. This is much better on tap.
Oh, yeah.
Much better. And so, it might have even been up around 8 if I had one that was poured from a draw. But
You can tell he's fucking thirsty. He's giving it a 7 something. And
Yeah, right.
that's
I mean,
right.
PBR is good.
And
Don't
I
get me
am
wrong,
thirsty.
but it ain't. I mean, he's gave good beers less rating than that. So,
Well, good to you. You
Hey,
can
did you
drink a
ship-
lemonade stand.
right. I was gonna say, did you ship Evan a lemonade stand?
Please do.
No, but I
Please
should
do.
have.
Yeah.
I should have shipped him the rest of the 6-pack.
Hey,
know,
if you ship me them, I'll chug one on the show. Get it.
Ev
Oh.
should have had to mix his own lemonade stand from his own urine. Is what he should have had to do.
Oh.
He
It
should
would have
just drank
tasted
fucking-
better than what's in that can. I'm just telling you.
He
That-
needed to have.
it's more of a punishment to drink this
An
shit.
Ev
I
special.
guarantee you.
What is that book next to you? Book of what?
That's the Book of Awakening.
Yes.
Yeah. You need to awaken your fucking skills, pal.
Exactly why I have it.
I love it.
Why do you think
All
it's
right.
there?
Now, what?
All right.
You're not drinking bourbon, are you?
No, I'm back to drinking a bottled beer and I got a glass.
Yeah, I know.
Check it out. I don't think I did this
Yeah.
one. I think I did the hop bullet last time.
You
Please
did.
tell me I did the hop bullet. This is a
You
Hop
did.
Hunter
You
IPA. So it's
Yep.
Sierra Nevada. So you can already get a guess that I'm probably going to like it. And I definitely have drank these before.
I got
Look
it.
at that. Look at that pour. I didn't have an explosion this time. Look at that color.
Oh, look at that.
This is one of my favorite glasses. It's from
That's beautiful.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Church Brewworks. Yes, I lifted it from them after I drank the beer out of it. It is
Nice.
one of those. I have a bad habit of
What is that again? Hop Hunter? Did you say?
Hop Hunter from Sierra Nevada.
Great.
Obviously, it's hoppy. Of course, it's an IPA. Sorry, not
Dude,
a
what
pale
is it
ale.
with you and Sierra Nevada? I mean,
It's
you got
popular
a hard-on
around
for
here.
this company.
You know,
man.
Asheville, North Carolina,
Wow.
right? You know, we drove through basically No, we didn't when I took you to
No.
the airport, but close. Anyway, Asheville's an hour and 45 minutes from me.
Yes.
That's where one of the breweries is. So it's a very popular beer in the area.
Got
I
it.
mean, there's always a nice
I mean,
12 pack mixed pack on sale in the area because
Sierra Nevada's good. They're good.
No, it's not bad, but I mean, trust me.
But see, I like their beers, so that's
he's done a lot of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Not too sweet.
Okay.
Definitely not too bitter. For an IPA, it's on the easygoing side. I mean, there's a little hoppy bitter at the end, but
there's no sweetness in this,
and there's no bitter either.
It's not bitter at all.
It's just beer. This is an IPA. It's supposed to have a little bitter hoppiness to it, but it's got some floral citrusy notes to it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look at that. I already fucking started nailing that bitch.
You punched it down, yeah.
It's good.
So what are we doing?
8.735.
Wow.
That is high.
8.735. Holy smokes. Okay.
Yeah. That's I would swear that's Kyle Allen's urine.
Hey, speaking of Kyle Allen, he's supposed to be playing this week. I actually thought I would his ass up. I should
Did you pick him up?
No, I should though. I actually
you really should.
You need to. You need to pick him up.
I need to get him back in my team and then start him and then watch him have like a 50-point game. I'd fucking blow my wad right there.
Before we jump into picks, and then John, I'll let you bring up your and kind of go over that little thing real quick before we make our picks.
Yep.
And Hadley has a special thing for you guys tonight too.
Nice. Did you bake us a cake?
No.
Lemonade stand?
No. All right. So last night I spent 2.5 hours.
Okay.
Going through every episode and getting the beers and the points.
Did you send them to us yet?
No. And I'm pissy for you even asking me that fucking question.
Are they still on
because
paper?
I was up way past my bedtime. No, they're on paper and they're going to stay on paper until I put them in a spreadsheet and then I will send them to you guys.
Hey, why didn't you just do this? I figured you'd kind of do it while you were driving. I mean, because all you have to do is like listen to that part real quick.
No, let's jot it down while I'm driving.
You use your elbow on the steering wheel?
No.
You just got your notepad. You got it on your cell phone holder. You put a notepad in there. I
knocked it out in 2.5 hours.
Dude, that's awesome. That's impressive.
I knocked it out. Now, I will say I got them all, but there is no episode 4.
Well, and there is. We've never.
I'm pretty sure it's the draft.
It is the draft show.
Okay.
And someday I figured we'd release it. It's on YouTube. You could go view it.
I couldn't find it. I literally looked for it.
You have to log in. No. You can't find it as a public person.
You got it. It's private.
You got to log in. I mean, we emailed you the link at some point, but you'd have to log in or find that email.
I didn't mess with it. I just skipped it, and I was like, okay.
Right.
So I'll have to go
because
get
there
it.
technically is episode 4. That's why we're if you look at our episodes, they go to where they are, and there is no 4, but the numbers are still right because technically we have an episode 4. We've just not released it because it's 4 hours long, and nobody wants to
edit that.
But it probably isn't bad for the first hour because that's like the first round, and
the first round,
and we were mostly awake at that point. The rest of it just sucked.
But
it's so long we don't even want to edit it because it would be too painful. So
it was just
we
might release the first hour at some point.
It's called the first 4 hours, and you just watch an hour and leave the rest behind because I'm not editing that bitch. That's all there is to it.
He's not cutting it off at the end of the
If Ev wants to do it, more power to him.
We'll see.
So anyway, I have them. It won't be soon when this gets done. I'm gradually going to work on it, but I do have all the information.
Okay, so now at least I know I can text you and go, "Hey, did I have this beer?"
That's correct.
And you could say no, and then yes, and then I would make sure. So tell me if I did the IPA from Good Stuff Brewery.
Good Stuff?
I think it's what they're called. Yeah, or Good People. Might be Good People.
You did the Good People Pale Ale.
Okay, I got an IPA for them. That's my other choice. Awesome. Good. Yeah. All right.
I've got them all, dude. I've got except for episode 4. I've got everything.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And they're all in order.
So look at episode 4.
I wanted to say that on the show because you don't even know how much of a pain in the ass that was. I had to relive John going through the bourbon and ginger ale story again.
That was good though.
And even Leah was like, "Are you shitting me?" I'm like, "Leah, I know. No. This was a ginger ale bold when you were in Gettysburg."
Oh, that was.
Oh my! She's like, "This is painful, Joe. Can you turn it down?" I'm like, no. If I have to listen to it again, I'm going to make you listen.
Yeah, I
to
did
it.
make that a long one.
Oh
That was
my
so good.
God. I'm like, seriously, we got into like 18 minutes before we even started football.
I remember that.
I remember.
We should have edited that shit because like I'm going, where the hell is this? And I'm like, I scoot along a little, and man, I should have just went because it was a long way in. Let me tell you.
So, what was the name of that bourbon? Since you got it written down.
Hold on. Yeah,
I do know. I'm just checking your.
Hold on. I gotta find it. I know the first one was a Crown Royal Bourbon Mash, which is not a bourbon.
Thank you.
Said that about 1,000 times. Let me go. Let me see here. Oh yes, it was the Old Overholt Bogdan Rye.
There you go.
Yes.
Nicely done.
Yeah,
Look
and
at
so
you.
By the way, that bottle is gone now. I drank it all.
good.
Wow,
and don't
right.
ever bring it back. Ever.
I'll get something better.
All right,
Anyway.
on to the picks.
Let's get
do
to
the
the
pick.
picks.
So as I told you guys, I got a special for us due to a request from one of our viewers, listeners, whatever you want to call them.
Ooh.
They asked for our picks to be on a whiteboard. And I don't own a whiteboard, but that would have been kind of cool, like if I had a cool whiteboard.
Yes.
Instead, I thought I would just do it like this, which is like a whiteboard as far as I'm concerned. So we're going to start off with
To a certain degree.
last week's picks to just cover how we did. And so you can see Joe last week went 4-0.
Good
He
job,
got all
buddy.
his games right. Obviously, you know who we picked because you can see the scores. I'm not going to rehash it. And we did pick the Tennessee-Pittsburgh game. However, they did not play.
That's correct.
So what we don't know the results of that ever. Joe might have went 4-1, but he did not. He went 4-0.
Undefeated last week.
I might have went
Undefeated.
5-0.
In second place was
they're
John.
going to replay that game.
Right, but not that week. So do we count it later and go
I
back
think
to
we
this
should.
week?
I think we need to repick. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, that's right. That's right.
So I was in second place went 3-1. I missed the Indy Chicago game that we teased Joe about. He was the only one to pick it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Believe it or not, Hadley
had a good
was
one.
in third at 2-2. This should tell everybody something.
That's my Gracie girl.
She missed
Woo!
also the Indy game as well as the Minnesota-Houston game, along with somebody else that will not remain nameless.
That
That
damn
would be-
bull.
Baghead apparently thought Houston was going to win this game. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. And then there was, of course,
Yeah.
Evan. He didn't zero out in his picks, at least. He went 1-3 in his
I
picks.
love it. I love
So
it.
just to move this a little bit again, he jumped on that Indy Minnesota bandwagon. But he also, the fool that he is, picked New England to beat
Hey,
the Chiefs.
I didn't know Cam Newton
Yes.
wasn't going to be playing.
Yeah, and let's see.
Yeah, right.
Well,
right.
either did Chris
Come on,
Jones. We
man.
didn't know that, but
Right,
New
we didn't
England
know
did
Chris was playing.
lose by 16 points.
Big difference between
Yes.
Cam Newton and Brian Hoyer.
Or Stidham, for that
Or
matter.
Stidham.
Stidham's first pass. was
Stidham actually
almost-
looked good.
Stidham looked pretty good.
His first pass,
I-
as far as I was concerned, was a goddamn interception, but they called it a pass interference, which is bullshit, to be quite
Which is
honest.
bullshit.
Eh.
So
That's
he
a bad call.
he gets
If
it
he
back,
calls all night.
and then he ends up getting a touchdown out of it. But his first pass really was an interception. So good job, Stidham. You are better than Hoyer.
Oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt.
So
Here we go.
for the season, John,
Here we
me, he's still in first place, even though
Yep.
Joe gained a game on me.
I'm
Joe's
coming.
now in second. He leapfrogged Evan after last week to become second. Evan's in third, but barely ahead of Hadley. And if she keeps kicking his ass like she did last week, he will soon be the back. the back of the train.
Yeah.
So now to rehash fantasy football, since we were also doing that. Last week was a good week for me. I didn't go 3-0, but I did beat Evan head-to-head in our ESPN league.
That's correct.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
I think I beat him pretty well, too.
I know.
Actually.
Yeah, you beat me
It
pretty
wasn't
bad.
really that close. I went 2-1. One league I lost, which happened to be NFL. Joe went 1-2, so he didn't go 0-3, though
No, thank
he
God.
actually he did really well in the one game he won. It wasn't close.
Yeah,
I was
NFL.
praying that he'd also lose that one.
No.
And then Evan did come down. I gave the 0-3 alert watch
Yeah.
early
Yes.
in the first set of games that week because he was already projected to lose all three.
Yes.
He did have one game. It wasn't in CBS because CBS he was terrible.
Awful.
It was in ESPN that he was close, but he did not close the gap. He had a chance. And Joe and I were watching with our breath held as we saw that he didn't
Yes.
pull it out. Because then we went, yes! Evan also gets to join the 0-3 club.
That's right. That's right.
So
We
for
wanted
To
him
be
to
fair-
join it bad.
To be
Right.
fair, I don't have a losing record in any of the leagues.
well, and we can see that, right? So if you look at our
Absolutely.
season
Here it
standings,
is.
Look at that.
Evan is still beating our ass. He's
Yes.
up on me 2.5 games, right?
Yes.
Am I doing 1.5 game? 1.5 game.
Yeah.
1.5 game.
He's up on me 3 games.
3 games. So he's
Yep.
still doing well. Though I think he
Yes.
beat Joe head to head, and he did
I
not
did.
beat me. So
I did.
let's
Yeah.
just go with that.
He beat me in one league in CBS.
Right, but it's the only time you guys played head to head. We're
That's correct.
all gonna
but-
get some times.
But we're coming.
The weird
Yeah,
thing
I mean,
is, you guys are in the same league, like in the same division in 2 leagues. I
Yeah,
think
we
so. You're
are.
gonna play.
Yeah,
Joe
so
twice.
we'll double up.
I'm
Yep.
weirdly enough always in the different league than you guys, so
Yep.
I only get like one
Yep.
chance.
Absolutely.
So,
true.
I'm gonna end the show because I want to use. So this thing here, this is kind of cool.
Ooh, I like
Here's
this.
here's us. Here's the games of the week, and I'm gonna be dragging these over to what you
All
picked.
right, I like that. Nice.
So, and then I'll
Well-
make copies of them so we can all. I wanted it visual, and
Yes.
for those
Yes.
that wonder, these are all pictures from our last episode. It was
Yes.
early on. It was pretty great. I mean,
Love it.
you
Love
know,
it, love
Evan
it.
Evan actually was looking like Captain Morgan as he was bragging, and look at where he is now. So Joe's laughing at him.
That's
Anyway.
right.
Who wants to go first on the Raiders Chiefs? Let's start at the top.
I can't pick against Kansas City after what they did to my Patriots last week, so I'm going with the Chiefs.
All right, Joe. I wonder what you're going to pick.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
John.
However, the spread is ridiculous. So if you tease that, you would always take the Raiders plus 20.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So
Always.
we're not picking against the spread.
I know.
luckily, but yes,
I
I
know.
hear you.
Yeah.
Some interesting stuff. It's in Kansas City. The Raiders are 2-2. The Chiefs aren't. Okay, so nobody's picking the Raiders yet. Hadley
Right.
May. Okay, Joe, why don't you pick Bills or Titans?
Oh,
I
the
think I
Bills.
know where you're going with that.
Yeah. The Bills. I mean, come on. Yeah.
Ev.
We don't even know if this game's going to play because the Titans screwed up again.
Oh, right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, it's,
I think the Bills are not far superior team, but they're the better team. The
No
Titans have a
doubt.
lot going on right now. They're not getting in. It's hectic over there. I got to go with the Bills.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to happen, but I think the Bills are the team to beat as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'd love to pick the Tennessee Titans, even though I don't really love them like Joe thinks. But I actually really like the Bills. Joe and I, and even Evan, for the most part, has been on the Bills bandwagon. Ev
Yes.
kind of creeped away a little bit because
Well, I
Cam
gotta
Newton in New
support my
England.
Patriots. You know.
yeah, but
how
you
it
can
is.
still say
I
they're going to lose.
understand the Bills are-
We'll see if you
second-guessed them.
support them when they play.
Right.
Yes.
We'll see what happens.
All right, I'll go first on the Eagles-Steelers game.
Sure. Why not?
I'm taking the Steelers. I'm not an idiot here.
The Battle of Pennsylvania, guys.
Right.
We might all have the same picks this week.
Yeah, right. The Battle of Pennsylvania, and one of the teams, though obviously the Eagles just won and beat a
Yeah.
team that we were all probably shocked about, but I don't
Yes.
think that's happening. So Joe
Oh, the Steelers. Yeah, I mean, it's,
and Ev.
Gotta be the Steelers. Gotta be the Steelers.
the battle of Pennsylvania.
running out
That's
of
why I
space, so
put
I'll
that
put it
one
over
in
here.
there.
And it's a good one. I like it just
Yeah.
for that reason because, as you remember, Joe, I was like, yeah, these games
Why
are.
yeah.
Some of these games are like not the
But
funnest, but
I'm like, it's an in-state rival. That's just fun. Kind of like the next game, the Cowboys Giants. That's
Yeah.
division. They hate each other.
right. That's a good reason because they're both shitty teams.
Yeah. But
so,
they just. they're
Joe,
gonna
what do you
pound
think?
each
Do you
other.
think Cowboys are going to pull one out here, or is Giants going to get their first win?
No, I think the Cowboys win at home. I think that's the difference. The Cowboys defense sucks so bad. They are horrible.
They're horrible. Yep.
They're horrible.
What do you think?
I think the Cowboys win by 20+ points. I think they
Oh,
I think they destroy the Giants.
You think it's huge?
Not
yeah.
even close.
Ooh, man. Yeah, I agree with you guys.
It's
Much
not
as
even
I
close.
wanted, much as I want to pick
You
differently.
realize if John picks the same as us, there's no chance of us catching him.
Well, that's a good
Right?
tactic for me. But
Yeah, I
Hadley
know.
could pick differently.
I know.
It's not on purpose. I really wanted to pick the Giants separately, but at home,
I think the guy who has
the Giants are
lead
coming along, but I
should
don't think
pick
they're there
first.
yet. Okay, you want me to pick first here?
Yeah,
I
pick
think the
first,
guy
yeah.
who has the lead should pick
Yeah.
first.
All right, I'm going to pick the Colts. Even though the Browns' record is as good as it is,
Yes.
it's because they're not playing great teams,
Yeah,
and I
that's
think
exactly
they're
right.
overrated. They do have a good defense. I'm not going to take that away from them. I think they're
Yeah.
and OBJ is coming around. I mean, Odell has been making some splashes, and Jarvis Landry hasn't been. Other than the touchdown pass to Odell, he hasn't done shit lately.
Right.
I think I actually dropped him in a league because he's just kind of
Somebody did.
I got better players, to be honest.
I saw it. Yep.
And I'm like, I don't need this guy. His average compared to the other guys is just not there. I'm gonna go for somebody else. So you guys,
it's Colts, dude. I'm.
What a shocker you would pick that.
My thing about it's the defense, dude. The Colts defense is playing really well right now. Really well. Yeah. They're not having to rely on Phillip Rivers. And that's just a game changer. You know,
so here's your chance to make up some ground. Go ahead, Joe. Sorry to interrupt.
It is. No, I was just going to say that, you know, everybody looked at the Browns and they're like, oh, they pounded the Cowboys. Cowboys don't have a defense. The Colts do have a defense. So that's going to be the difference in this game.
Well, you know what? I'm going to go with the Browns. I want to switch it up. Baker Mayfield, riding the Baker Mayfield bandwagon over here. You know who had a big game last week? Austin Hooper.
I was going to point that out.
His first one of the season.
He did have a good game last week.
It wasn't a great game.
No.
But it was better than what he's done so far.
So, you know what? They're playing well right now. The Colts are probably it'll be a tough matchup, but Browns at home, they're playing well. The defense is playing well. The offense looks like it's clicking, making some strides. So why not? Let's go with the Browns.
All right.
So just to give us all the glory of having it up big and personal, here we are. There's our picks for the week. For those that want, I mean, you viewers at home, if you want to keep this for, the week to check on us, just screenshot this right now. It's up there long enough. You got a good chance at it. All right. Yeah. All right. On to the next subject.
Are we ready? Are we ready?
Yes, I think so. Hey, did you guys, off topic, did you guys happen to see somebody dropped Calvin Ridley in ESPN?
Did you happen to see my comments? That was Pick and Paw, our guest. Our guest. He dropped him for a kicker, which he already had a kicker. I understand why he did it, though. And then he dropped him for a kicker, but then he dropped that kicker for a different kicker. And then he didn't start the kicker he dropped or he picked up, either one of them. Instead, he played the kicker he had and lost Calvin Ridley. So that was impressive.
I put a claim in for Ridley.
And he lost this week.
Somebody else got him.
And 0-4, our buddy Ben, who's 0-4 in the league, like my brother, picked him up. Yes. The guy who had one of the worst waiver options, got him. Yes. But I was a little shocked by that. That was not a good move. Pick, if you're out there listening, just drop Harrison Butker and keep Calvin Ridley and get a different kicker. They're not that big of a deal, man. You don't drop wide receivers that are basically a number one wide receiver for a kicker.
Well, he was the number. It said he was the number one ranked receiver in fantasy.
Yeah. He wasn't this week. He got 0 freaking points. He's projected to get 20. He's
prior. Why are you complaining, Joe? Did you start him?
He played the whole game, John. Don't tell me he's hurt. And he ran full speed. I mean, he didn't limping or anything. He literally
they got their ass kicked so bad.
Yeah. He drew the best corner. I mean, it's as simple as that.
Atlanta just couldn't do anything.
Jair for the Packers, he's a stud. And Calvin Ridley, he just shut him down. All right, so let's let me get in here.
Where's the princess or
she should be on
kitty cat or just whatever.
I think I hear.
I hear a voice.
Oh, hi.
Here comes.
Oh, come around here. So hold on, so everybody can see. All right.
What you made it small before we get to see her? What the hell, Joe?
Come on, Joe.
Well, wait a minute.
Go back to full screen.
What's that?
Stop sharing just for a second. We want to see her in full size.
Oh.
I can tell she's dolled up, looking good, some kind of outfit.
No, that
purple.
is not what I wanted to do.
Stop sharing. For those that don't know, Joe is technically inept. He is one.
Yeah, I got it.
There we go. There she is.
Come here.
Oh, she's a police officer.
Blow the whistle.
Look at her.
Now I got it. She's a pig. Is she holding a pig?
Yeah, she's got her police dog.
Oh, her dog.
Got her police outfit.
It would have been really cool if you were holding a pig, though. It would have just been.
She brought Evan a citation for going 0-6.
Yes.
Oh no!
He went 1-7, but for the week.
Oh my gosh! I deserved it.
He brought Evan a citation for going 0-6.
No,
You brought me a citation. Why?
Look at that for taunting.
For being a douchebag.
Wow, I don't want it. Well, and just so you know, guys, she brought a pair of cuffs.
Oh boy.
Evan, you want to read Evan his rights? We're going 0-6.
No, you.
Me?
How did he go 0-6?
Right.
I'm missing this. You got to explain the 0-6, Joe.
Well,
Where'd that math come from?
I believe so.
Well, he missed 3 in picks, and he went 0-3.
Yeah, but I have one pick.
He had one pick, so
Yes, he went
technically it would be
1-7.
1-7.
1-6.
There you go.
Either way, what's that?
He went 0-6 and 1-1, I guess. It's one way to say it.
Yes, he went 1-7. Either way, you deserve a citation and to go to jail.
All right.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Adley, you're gonna
That's
throw
it.
me in jail?
That's exactly
Isn't it
right.
bad enough I have a bag on my head?
All right.
No.
So,
You need a lemonade stand.
I'm going to share the screen and make you guys tiny again.
That's fine.
I can.
Now make sure you share the thing you want us to see, not the
Yeah,
Zoom
yeah, blah,
join. Oh no, we get the Zoom thing again. Great.
blah. Well, hold
Welcome
on.
to Zoom.
Close the Zoom.
Jesus Christ.
Joe is a
I love heckling this guy because he does not know what he's doing.
tech
I can tell what I'm
wizard. Here we
How
go.
did you not have this already ready?
What's that? I did have it ready, but then I didn't have it ready. All right, here we go. You guys ready?
Yeah. Hit
All right,
play.
here we go.
Oh, going
Hadley.
by the quarterbacks this
Hadley.
time. I see.
Yeah, he gave it
All right, here we
away.
go. You ready?
What the hell?
All right.
He's got it weird this time.
Do you?
It
do?
works.
It's fine. Keep going, Joe.
All right. Which guy do you choose? Do you choose Patrick Mahomes or
Chiefs.
Derek Carr?
Raiders.
Patrick Mahomes.
Woo! Good call.
That's my girl.
Good
That's
call.
my girl. All right. Do you pick Josh Allen over here or Ryan Tannehill? Which one's cuter? Which one? She picks Josh Allen.
All right.
Hey, Buffalo. Nice choice.
Look at her.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Do you pick
Oh.
Carson Wentz or Ben Roethlisberger?
Ben is definitely not cuter.
I was gonna say,
Steelers or the Eagles?
Wentz is that stallion.
Blonde or the brunette?
The blonde or the brunette? Actually, that's not even.
It's kind of red. The ginger or the
Yeah.
brunette?
The white or the black? Which one?
Do I?
You want the white? Carson Wentz.
All right.
All right.
Eagles.
She's
She went
picking
with the
Philly.
Eagles.
She might beat us. She just changed the game up.
That's what I mean. Do you
Yeah.
pick Dak
I
Prescott
think
of
she's
the
taking
Cowboys
New York.
or Daniel Jones of the New York Giants? She picks Dak Prescott.
All right.
No way. Come on. He's not cuter.
Uh-huh.
I guess he might take offense to that, but
He absolutely could. Do you pick Baker Mayfield of the Browns or Phillip Rivers of the
she loves
Colts?
blue, everybody. This is not going to be a shocker.
He chose Phillip Rivers immediately.
Of course.
All right.
The blue.
You know, it's funny because Leah said she's definitely going to pick Phillip Rivers, not because of blue, but because of the face of Baker
Well,
Mayfield.
Baker does look like a child molester.
He looks mean, yeah.
She wants to arrest him.
Yeah, right. Whoa, that was right.
Yeah, that's right. Illegal
Wow.
use of the hands, Baker.
Okay, yeah, right.
Quit covering
right.
those fucking seats in the stands, you dumbass.
A 4-year-old.
Oh, you dumb butt. Sorry.
Actually, a soon-to-be 5-year-old this Friday.
Ooh.
Oh,
Whoa.
happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday ahead of time.
That's right.
Awesome. You're gonna get
Yeah.
old.
You tell him you got a bunch of stuff. This police outfit
So-
actually was her first birthday party.
Awesome.
So she got all garbed up. So she's ready to arrest people.
Looks good.
Especially
I like
Mr. Karma Baghead over there. Do you know who that is?
He's
Evan,
a
yeah.
masked bad guy. She doesn't know.
He is a
Who
masked
that
bad
guy
guy.
is.
Those are the kind of guys that you arrest.
He's a perv. So you definitely got to get him.
A bag on your head.
Yes, I had a bag on my
Should
head.
arrest your dad
Uncle
too.
John had a bag on his head. And now
Now
Cousin
it's
Evan
Evan's
has
turn.
a bag on his head. We now all
and more to
back.
come for him, we hope.
Yeah, there might be more to come.
This will be the
You have not had a bag on your head. You know
Go ahead and
what?
say it, Evan. Go ahead and say it's going to be the last one.
this will be the last bag on my
Maybe
head.
we'll have to make a
dare
bag
you.
for her.
I dare you to jinx yourself like
Hey,
that.
if she goes 0-5, I think she's got
gonna
to
have
wear a
go
bag.
0-5 first.
Yes, I think if she goes 0-5, she gets a bag. But
Yeah, she
she
gets
only
a bag.
picked one game differently than us, so she could go
It
1-4, and
may
we
not
could
be
go
this
0-5.
That is
Yes,
not me.
absolutely.
Not me.
Well, honey, great picks. Thank you for coming down and
Yeah.
being on the show.
Actually, I think she picked
What's that?
nothing. I think she picked two different than you, Rev. So
Yeah, I got the
she
burn.
has, she has a chance to beat you again.
I know.
All right.
I know. I'm not going to let that happen. Though.
Go upstairs and arrest mommy.
What are you going to play for those
Put,
teams?
put the handcuffs
No,
on
I
her.
already promised to arrest her again.
You've already arrested her once? Wow. What'd you arrest her for?
I didn't even arrest her.
Oh, you didn't even arrest her?
Let's take care of
You went to jail for what?
She did very good.
I would have preferred you went to jail for stripping. We'll keep that for later. Maybe not. And again, maybe not.
Big maybe.
Well, it ain't as big a maybe as you think. All right.
All right. Should we jump into parlays?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, here we go.
Go ahead. I'll figure it out.
Somebody
have
didn't do a parlay. I did a
I
parlay.
actually kind of did, but I did it on a CBS's Parlay Pick'em of the Week. So
Okay.
I'll just cheat and go with that. What are the spreads? Do we know the spreads here, Joe?
I know some of them. I don't know all of them. I know the ones. That
I know
picked.
what they say on this thing.
I mean, as long
see-
as you know your game, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's official, but it's what they're saying
Yeah,
on CBS
hold
Sports
on,
Line
guys. My headset is.
somewhere. Hey, you do your thing. I'm going to start.
Hello?
I'm going to start.
We can
I'm
hear
gonna,
you. Can you hear us, Joe? I don't think you can hear us.
Unplug it, Joe. You're
Joe,
terrible.
unplug it.
You got to tell Zoom to change it, man.
Unplug
What's
it.
that?
Unplug
No, I'm
it.
in there. I've hit them all, and it won't. For some reason, it won't let me.
Unplug.
You hit the mute button where the little arrow up, and you picked your right headphones.
Just go without it. Unplug it.
No, I know. John, I did that like actually several times. So and it's
Then
not
unplug
for
it.
some reason.
Unplug it.
Yeah,
I did.
you're going headphoneless the rest of the day.
Unplug.
I think it is unplugged.
Unplug it.
He's just still wearing them.
No, he's not.
Yeah, there's
there we
something
go.
going on. It won't let me. It said it moved back to the original the default speaker. So
That's
I don't
not your
know.
headset.
it
by the
hasn't
way.
done that yet in the last 3 weeks. What's that?
Well, it wanted to jinx you today. I mean, it is what it is, Joe.
I'm okay with that as long as I don't go
Me too.
0-3.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm willing to do my parlay since I pulled it up. You guys ready?
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Oh yeah.
is Miami. So according to this,
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now we're doing this against the spread, correct?
Yes.
right,
Yes.
right. According to
Yes,
this,
okay.
it says San Fran is favored by 9 points.
Yes. That's what I
So
got.
I'm
too.
That's
I'm
correct.
taking Miami because I think they're not going to lose by 9 points, especially since San Fran half their team isn't playing and they lost to fucking Philly. Miami's got a better D, not much of a better offense, but probably a little bit of a better offense. I'm going with Miami. That's all there is to it. And the next one I really liked,
I
Jacksonville. So
Oh, I almost picked that one. I like that one too.
Jacksonville is actually not favored against Houston. So Jacksonville's 1-3 and Houston's 0-4. It is at Houston, but Houston's favored, according to this, by 6 points. So I'm picking Jacksonville. I actually think they're going to win the game. So I'm cool to get
I
handed 6
actually
points.
hate that pick.
Good for you.
I hate that pick on the whole football board. There's no game I hate more than that game. And I'll tell you why.
Because they changed
Because they
coaches.
lost their head coach, and you know
That's another
those
reason
players
why.
are going to play for Cornell. What's that?
Well, sure. But it's still
That's why. They're going to play their fucking hearts out for that for
Good for
Cornell.
them. They're
And
still going to lose.
I'm telling you,
Doesn't matter. They
I
could
think
even
they're gonna
win,
cover
and
the
I got
spread.
6 points. Good. I hope you pick against me.
yeah, no, I
you know.
think they're going to beat them by more than 6 points.
I doubt it.
Beautiful.
That's a dangerous game. When you have a
That's fine.
coach fired,
I am
you
leading
have
the picks,
no
just
idea what they're going to
FYI.
play like.
Just to let you know.
What's that?
Anyway, I said I am leading in picks.
What's that?
Just to let you know.
Yeah, but you don't play against the spread. So when you're picking straight up, it's pretty easy.
That's true.
Wait till you hit the spread and see how you do.
It's so easy. You're
The
not
spread
tied
will
with
screw
me.
you 10 different ways. What's that?
I said it's so easy. You're
No,
not
I won't
tied
side
with
with
me.
you.
That's cool. Okay, the last one I liked because
Yeah.
of the
Well,
spread.
I'm 2 games back in week 5. We still have, what is it, John? 12 weeks left. There's plenty
I
of time.
I know. Well,
You're not.
you aren't going to gain on me
you're
this
talking
week. 'cause
like you're up 7 or 8
you're not going to gain
games.
any this week. We
You're
picked the
not.
exact same game.
And then you chose the same teams that we chose. So it's like, good luck us trying to catch you.
Come on, I wasn't going to pick any others. You could have picked Cleveland with Ev. I picked first. I picked Indy. What do you want?
Right.
You could have taken Cleveland.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, my last one because I liked. Let me look at this just to make sure I really didn't like any of these others better. The other ones are a little closer. I really like Arizona against the Jets. It is at New Jersey. Arizona's favored by 7 points. I think they're coming back after having 2 bad weeks. I think they're pissed off and they're going to destroy the Jets. The only maybe here is Le'Veon Bell might play, and that could affect it. But I still think Arizona's going to beat them by more than.
That's a good pick. The Jets are awful,
horrible.
Anybody could beat them by 7
Me and
points,
94% of the people that picked this game believe that it's Arizona.
Yes.
Just saying.
Yes, and just to be real clear, because you obviously didn't do your research, Le'Veon Bell is definitely out, and so is Sam Darnold.
It changed. Okay.
Oh boy. Okay.
Great.
They're both
it
out.
wasn't when I looked last. I didn't look like in the last.
I bet you. I think Adam Gase gets fired before the end of the year.
It's possible. Very possible. Which is it's really unfair though, because he's been fucked with injuries. I mean, you don't that poor guy, man. He's just been Bill O'Brien deserved it when he traded DeAndre Hopkins away. And we all said it. Yep. I said it multiple times. I'm like, they should fire him. And here we are in week 4, and now they fired him. Adam Gase, I don't know that he's a bad coach, but man, he's just gotten crippled with injuries.
I don't know.
I mean,
he was supposed to come in and be like the quarterback guru for Darnold, and Darnold has not played well at all. So, in fact, he's regressed.
Dude, you can't play well when you don't have an offensive line. I mean, he doesn't have anybody to block for him. So, I mean, what's a guy supposed to do? You know, I mean, Jesus Christ. You can show him how to play, but if you're running for your life, I don't care who you are. You're not going to play very well.
Well,
and they just
can't
the
parlays, man.
Not every quarterback throws.
Get
3
your parlays out of the way.
Yeah, let's do the parlays.
Quit
you want
pontificating about.
You want me to go?
Bill O'Brien again.
Let me see. What do I got written down here? I like Tampa Bay minus 3.5 versus Chicago. I mean, I think they beat them. I'm not going to say fairly easily. It could be a close game, but by more than 3.5. Tom Brady versus Nick Foles. I know Nick Foles beat him in the Super Bowl, but these are 2 completely different teams. I think Tampa Bay is just.
Yeah, I think Tampa's finally clicking. The offense is finally clicking. They're starting to score. They showed that last week.
Yeah.
We thought Chicago was going to do well, Ev, and
they didn't.
And Foles shit the bed last week, and their defense wasn't good enough to stop an team.
I think
Indy did not do well.
Tampa Bay has a better offense than Indy.
Dude, Indy gave them a bullshit touchdown at the very end of the game. They still
only scored 19 points, dude.
They held them to 3 points.
Yeah.
Well, you're right. I haven't said shit about their offense, but when a defense holds them to 3 points, I'm sorry, dude.
Bears, come on.
That's hard to do in the NFL for any team.
Seriously.
So anyway, Ev, what I was going to say about that, I actually like that pick too, but I hate the half points.
I know.
Especially when it's 3.5.
Yeah, because they could win by 3. That could burn
that field goal that just
I don't think it's a field goal game.
Well, and
that's where you're going with
probably isn't. But those are the ones that are just bad.
Right. If they play like last week, it's not a field goal game.
It's not even close to it. It would be a blowout in that sense. I'm also going with Miami +9 versus San Francisco. That was one of my picks. John, I think you explained that pretty well. I really like I believe it's in Miami. Is it in Miami? No, it's in San Francisco, but you're right. San Francisco's missing half the team. Garoppolo technically is questionable, so it's up in the air as to whether he'll play, but that doesn't make up for all the other injuries. He's not that dominant. I mean, he's better than Nick Mullins, but I think that ends up being a 1-score game. Maybe San Francisco wins, but not by more than 9 points.
Right, but hey, if you got George Kittle on your fantasy team, still play him. That's all there is to it.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Because Jesus Christ, did he light it up last week?
And lastly, I'm going with Dallas minus 9.5 against the
Oh.
New York Giants.
Oh,
Wow.
I said earlier when we
Oh.
picked these games that they're going to win
Choke
by 20
team?
plus.
choke gate. Yeah,
Well,
I know
here's
you
the
did.
thing.
You're fucking
Here's the thing.
crazy. They can't.
Dallas scores points. They have a legit offense. I mean, look how many points they put up against
But
the
no
Seahawks.
defense.
Yeah, but who do the Giants have on offense? They can't score. It doesn't matter who they're playing. Like, it doesn't matter what defense they're playing. They can't score.
That's awesome.
So I think Dallas puts up 35, 40 points. New York maybe gets like 10, 17.
I
at
hear you,
most.
but I don't think it's going to be that far apart. But
It's
going to
be a double
It
digit
could be a 10-point
blowout
game.
loss.
I could see a 10-point game.
Double digit blowout loss or blowout win for the Cowboys. That feels like that's the blowout of the week. For
You
me.
know, the thing that about this game, though, Ev, that I worry about is of any team, the Giants have a habit of going to Dallas and beating them.
Well, yeah.
Even when they're a better team, it does happen. Like
But
Not
this
without
year-
Saquon
not.
Barkley, they don't.
This year
Well,
feels different.
They don't have anybody. I mean, and yeah, the
Right.
quarterback, whatever his name is, because I can't remember it off
Daniel
the top of my
Jones.
head. Daniel Jones, you guys, especially Ev, thinks he's
I'm disappointed.
him
in
and Baker
He's
Mayfield.
having a
Come
rough
on,
year.
guys. They're terrible. I told you they're terrible. They're still terrible. They haven't proven anything. Terrible.
I said they're terrible too.
I didn't call you out. I
Shocker.
called Evan out. Man.
I thought he was going to make a jump this year, and he has let me down. So I will own up. That was not a good.
I'll tell you what,
good
Jarvis Landry made a better pass than he's made.
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
I
I
mean,
agree.
Jarvis should play quarterback for Cleveland as well. I mean,
Hey, Cleveland's
just
3
think
and
about
1.
the threat he would be.
Cleveland's
If
3 and 1.
Jarvis was back there throwing the ball and running the ball, and he could throw it to himself. I mean, come on.
Sure,
I do like
they're
that.
3 and 1. They'll be 4 and 1 after this week.
Yeah, no, probably not. As much as it pains me to say that, only because I don't want Joe to be right. But I did pick the game, so there you are.
Gotcha.
All right, that's my picks. That's my.
Hey, Joe, what do you think? What do you like?
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I like Seattle -7 against Minnesota.
Yeah.
Minnesota's fucking horrible, dude. I mean, they've gotten better, but they're nowhere the caliber of a Seattle Seahawks team. I mean, they ain't even close. So I like Seattle -7.
Okay.
Let's see, where was that other one? I do like Arizona -7 against the Jets. It's kind of a no-brainer. The Jets are just fucking horrible. I mean, they are horrible. And then the other game that I like, I actually like Pittsburgh -7 against Philly, because I think they're going to break Carson Wentz in half. I
Fair
think
enough.
Pittsburgh's defense is that good and Philly's offense isn't that good. And when you put 2 and 2 together, it equals fucking disaster for the Birds.
Oh, that's
And
great.
so I could be wrong. I just don't think I am. I guess we'll see. But
I think Carson Wentz is one of the most overrated quarterbacks in the
Ah.
NFL. By
he
far.
he literally could limp away from this game.
Is he Jay Cutler part 2?
Yes. Yeah.
I think so. You know, another game, a dark horse game
Jay
that I
Cutler,
really considered.
Trubinsky part 3, I guess.
Or port 7.
Yeah.
I really considered taking Carolina +2.
Me too. They're actually in
Uh,
in CBS Sports Line's parlay thing. It's a 5-gamer. I actually have Carolina.
Yeah,
as well.
I think they're going to beat Atlanta.
Yeah.
Atlanta
Carolina-
doesn't have a back end. They have no cornerbacks.
Believe this, Joe, in the parlay, if I could show you, and I could if you want to see it, but I have Carolina and I have Indy. Those were my
Is
other
that right?
5-game parlay picks. So
Yeah.
it's weird that we didn't pick the Chiefs, but that spread is so much. And
You know,
again,
I actually
the Raiders
would take
can make
Las
games
Vegas.
Raiders play 'em
tight, just
close.
like
Raiders play 'em
the
close.
Chargers can. It's one of those things that
They
you're
do.
like, that could be dangerous.
You just never know. They hate
And Kansas
each
City
other
made
that
us
much.
squeamish last week a little bit. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
I was nervous for the first half, even though we were winning. Thanks to that
Yeah.
really good sack by Hoyer at right before half, where he
Yes.
had to call timeout.
Yes.
He's got his head in the game when he calls a timeout with none left.
I
And
know.
you know-
And they sacked me. I want a timeout.
You know what shocked me about that, John? that's a rookie mistake.
It
This
is.
guy's a 12-year veteran.
He hadn't played in a long time, though, Joe.
It doesn't matter, man. You've been in the
I
league
know.
that long.
He should have known what was going
Hey.
on.
You know how
right?
many timeouts you have.
There's
You
a
know, that was
reason
a-
he got benched.
He's got to give me
Hey.
field goal if he just doesn't get sacked, right? All he
Yeah,
has to do is
come
throw
on.
the ball somewhere.
He got
I
benched
texted
when they were
Evan.
in the game.
I texted Evan and I said, when Stidham threw that touchdown, I'm like, can we have Hoyer back, please?
Oh,
And
I
he's
know. I
like,
saw.
"No."
We were having a great time on text during that game. That was a beautiful,
Oh man, it was great. It was
beautiful
great.
thing.
Yeah, I loved
and
it.
again, it was a battle. I will give it to him.
Yeah, at 100%.
Score
yeah.
was further than it could have been. It was a battle. I was impressed by how well New England hung, but I was very thrilled to see him get their ass handed to him at the end. So
Yes.
Yeah. Cam Newton in there, a whole different ball game.
Chris Jones. See, that's why I don't care what you say
Yeah,
there, Ev,
But
because
here's the thing:
Same
Cam
thing.
Newton is light years better than Brian Hoyer and Jarrett Stidham.
Right.
So the offense would be.
yeah, but our
Yeah,
defense
but
would have been
Chris
better.
You get
Jones is
twice the
light
production.
years better than the guy that
Yeah.
was
I'm not-
in there.
I'm not
we
saying
got
that-
destroyed on the ground in that game.
I'm not saying that's
Right.
not,
destroyed.
that's not
Right.
false, but
What Chris Jones does is he forces everything out. So you don't really have to worry about the middle.
Which is what we got
So
killed on.
now that pulls the linebackers out to the flat because he just stuffs everything.
I'm not saying that's not true.
He's like
But-
Aaron Donald, man.
But I'm just saying, if with Cam Newton in there, even if Chris Jones is in there, it's still, I think, a closer game.
I
It's
think
more
it might have been.
closer
Yeah.
game.
It's a better game for sure.
We would have had only one quarterback in the game the entire time.
Yes.
That part would have been true.
Yes,
Yeah.
it would have been a closer game.
Instead of seeing Stidham not only not get the starting job but have to get put in at the end, which was hilarious, being that he was the guy early in preseason, according to Ev.
Evan,
Hey.
I have a question for you about the Patriots.
I love.
All
giving
right,
you
I'm
shit,
listening.
man.
If Stephon Gilmore
yes,
is benched for the next 3 weeks and they lose those 3 games,
they won't lose all three.
do they make the playoffs?
Well, that would make them 2-5. I would need
Yes.
to look at their schedule.
Okay.
Maybe it's an expanded playoff. I think they're good enough to make the play. Like, they have a talented enough roster to where they should make it. I don't think they drop the next 3 games, even if Gilmore's not playing, because I think you get Cam Newton back. I believe Buffalo may be on their schedule in the next 3 weeks. That's going to be a close game. But I think they win this week. So I don't think they lose the next 3.
Who do they play this week?
Denver. They play Denver.
Okay. All right.
They should beat Denver. Like, it doesn't matter who they play at quarterback. They should beat Denver. They still have.
They do get a week off next week, Joe. So it's Denver, then they get a bye. So that's going to help them.
That'll help a
So
bunch.
right. Well, I mean, if you're saying Stephon Gilmore 3 games, but it counts week 6, he's only missing 2. Then they
Right.
play the Niners. So that's you never know.
Depends on
if the
how healthy
Niners
the
are-
Niners are.
Right. And then they play the Bills. So that could be a tough little run after the Denver game. I mean, if they win the Denver game, this could be a tough run. Then they get the Jets, though. They get a hand me. Then they play Baltimore. So they're not getting a winning record for a while. Then they get the Texans.
We still get.
So they're
Texans-
back. Then they get the Cardinals. That's going to be a tough one. Then they get the Chargers. Then they get the Rams. Then they end with Miami. So they probably get that win. Then Buffalo.
That's a tough one. And then the Jets.
And then the Jets again. So I think they're going to end up with a losing record.
Really? All right. I think at this point, it's looking
Do
like
they
9 and
beat the
7.
Yes.
Yes.
See,
Well,
I don't think
I
they
gotta
do.
see.
I don't think they do.
I mean, it's tough to predict this
Ben,
far
right,
out.
you can't predict it. People could get hurt. You never know what's going to happen.
Right. COVID could happen.
Full
Yeah.
But I could see
squad,
them
yes.
losing to the Niners and the Bills. So that puts them 1 game down after they beat Denver. Then they beat the Jets. They're even. They lose to Baltimore. They're down a game. They beat Houston. They're even. They lose to – see, I have them losing to Arizona and the Rams and beating the Chargers. And then they're going to
I
beat
don't
Miami, lose to Bills, and then beat the Jets. And I think that puts them 1 game under 500.
I think 2 games.
Even if they
swing
went
there.
500, which is
Even if they go 8
maybe
and 8, you're not
kind of a
making the
good case,
playoffs.
you're in trouble. Well, they could. What team in
Both.
NFC went? Wasn't it Philly made it with like a losing record, 7 and 9?
Well, they won the division, didn't they?
Yeah, which
At
it
7
shouldn't
and
matter.
9.
We're
It
talking
shouldn't
wild
matter.
card, though.
If you can't get at least a 500,
Yeah.
even if you win the division,
No,
you
I
shouldn't
agree.
get to go, and they should
I
pick
agree.
a team with a better record out of a different division.
I agree.
I agree.
It's terrible, but I
think
understand that's just the
Patriots-
rules.
Patriots do make the playoffs. That's a guarantee. You heard it here first.
Somebody's
from
getting to wear a
man
bag
with
again.
on his
Come
head.
week 17, he's going to be wearing a bag.
No chance. No chance. They'll be in the playoffs by week 17.
I love it.
That's why I said it.
So, was there anything that happened this last weekend that anybody wants to talk about? I mean, obviously, we talked about the Chiefs New England game because that was fun.
Well, I got one. Towson, is that his name? The Green Bay tight end you picked up? Tanyan.
Yeah.
Obviously, you picked him up. Do you really think he's a real deal and he's going to continue to be a stud?
I really do. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. But
as a matter of fact, I picked him up and dropped Rob Gronkowski.
Well, that's not a hard choice. I mean, he's definitely worth a pickup if you don't have a quality player just to see what happens. But he had a great game against it. I mean, he's had multiple weeks of doing pretty well. I get it. But he had a great game against a terrible team. I mean,
here's my thing.
Dudes fell down and he was wide open catching the ball. It was like
Aaron Rodgers likes tight ends.
He did, and he likes that guy.
You
can tell he
Aaron Rodgers tight end. So he's gonna get catches. So in a PPR league, he's gonna score points. You know, maybe not in CBS as much, but he's still gonna score more than Rob. Rob scored me 2 points. So I mean, really, was it? Did I hurt myself by signing him? Hell no.
Nah. No, I was just wondering how realistic you thought he was going to be for the entire season.
I mean, is he going to be a George Kittle? No. You know, but could he score me 15 to 20 points? Yeah, I certainly think.
Even if you pull 10, that's not a bad pull from a tight end consistently.
So, right? Yeah, I really, the reason I did it was not because of his performance against Atlanta. It was because Aaron Rodgers loves tight ends. He throws to him a lot. You know, they're down 2 receivers right now.
Yeah, they're missing some guys, so he's going to.
Yeah, but they got to buy this week. So what shocked me a little bit by the pickup only was they're on a bye this week, so you're grabbing a guy that by the time you get to play him again, they might have some receivers in the game.
Yeah.
But again, you never know. I picked up Rex Burkhead, and I've already dropped him because he didn't do anything last week. It was that other Damian or whatever his
Harris,
name was.
Yeah.
I picked up Damian Harris as well.
Yeah, I got him in one league.
They were talking him up all training camp, and they started out on IR, and he barely played last year, so I didn't know what to expect of him. But
he's going to play with Sony Michel out.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, but James White's going to be playing more, I think.
Yeah, but he's a receiving back. He's not. He doesn't run the ball.
No, that guy ran hard. He definitely.
Well, they talked him up. They loved him all training camp. They said this guy's going to be a stud.
Now the problem is he might not play at all next week because Belichick decides to shake it up a little. He'll feature Burkhead for some reason.
I don't know. Generally, if somebody plays well, he'll play him until they don't.
Yeah, but he likes to have teams focus on somebody who never ends up playing much the next game. He's kind of a distraction the next game. It's like, whatever. We'll see. I think if they don't have Cam Newton, they need somebody to run the ball because they did it. That's what they did against the Chiefs. They didn't pass much. They were running a lot and running successfully a good portion of the game. And so it's when they threw it, most of the time it didn't work out well for them. They had a couple. So, Ev, anybody in your mind, waiver wire, fantasy football that you think was somebody you had to go after this week?
Honestly, I was looking at the waiver wire because I was in need of running back in one league. And quite frankly, I'm not seeing too much out there. I'm not very impressed by some of the guys on there. There isn't anybody that comes to mind as an absolute standout, need to have at this point.
What about that Travis guy? Why can't I think of his name? I think I got him in a league. Denver wide receiver.
Well, I mean, he's going to it's a decent option because Sutton's out, their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, that guy's been putting up some pretty big numbers.
Right, so he's
Tim Patrick. That's it, Tim Patrick. He scored 23 points last week. He's averaged now 12.2 points a game. He's not projected to do real well, but he's playing against New England. But maybe better now that Gilmore's out. But so that was an interesting one to me that I didn't even know who the hell he was till I was looking at the waiver wire and I saw him. You know what I saw in one league? I'm trying to think of which one. I couldn't believe this. This was like, what league was it in? I know I went after him. Oh, he's not available yet. I think I don't want to tell you what league he's in because it's one of them we're all in. Somebody dropped Tyler Higbee, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's out there.
I think he's in CBS. He must be in CBS because I
Well, I saw T.Y. Hilton available in one of them, which he's not.
John
that
dropped
great.
T.Y. Hilton today.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he's not done shit all year.
Yeah.
Tyler
it
Higbee
seems he
got
might be over
dropped
the
by in favor of Dallas's tight end. Tyler Higbee got dropped. I think that's a mistake. But how about a couple? I think I saw Joe go after him as well, and I think I went after him in 2 leagues. How about Teddy Bridgewater this week?
Against Atlanta, that's a decent.
I needed a fill-in, right?
Yeah.
And because I have Aaron Rodgers and he's on bye, and I'm looking at quarterbacks, I'm like, Teddy Bridgewater against Atlanta. Teddy's played pretty good, not great, but pretty good this year.
No, he's played good.
And he's playing fucking Atlanta. Holy shit! Yeah, Joe, you jumped on him on a league too, didn't you?
CBS Sports.
Yeah, I got him in the other two.
Hey,
I got him in ESPN and NFL.
I'm going with Fitzmagic this week in one of my leagues.
I considered him. I just thought Teddy might have more upside in this game. He's playing against the 32nd ranked defense in the league.
Yeah, no, it's safe bet. Safe bet.
I mean, I don't think he's going to score 50 points, but
he might give you 20, which would be fine.
Another one I saw that I did pick up instead of TY, right? I dropped TY for Laviska Shenault Jr. What do you guys think?
I have him in a league.
I know you do. He's not been amazing, but he's definitely coming.
No, but all my receivers are better than him. They've scored.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem.
Yeah, and so I haven't played him, but I'm going to keep him because they have to be on a bye at some point.
Right.
It's interesting to me. I lost to my friend Jared in CBS.
Dude, he's been rocking it.
Yeah, he's 4-0.
I played him in the first week, and he's done nothing but win.
He said to me, he's like, Joe, you know those things that we get an email after CBS, right? And I'm like, yeah, I looked through it. And he goes, do you realize if I played your schedule, I'd be 2-2?
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, I know. I said, and if I played your schedule, I'd be 3-1.
Right. No,
so
I think that's the league I looked. I said,
it's all timing. I said, it just depends on who you play that week and how they play. So he really likes that piece of it because he's like, it allows me, he's like, I'm not 4-0 good. He's like, I'm 4-0, but he said, I'm not, my team is not built to make a run. He said, I'm probably going to get throttled at some point. Because if you look at his scores, he hasn't scored actually as high as you would think a 4-0 team would.
No, right. So he's the 5th highest. There's 5 teams above you in points scored. He's the 5th highest. You're the 6th.
Yeah.
So you're in the middle of the pack, but you're 0-4. He's 4-0. That's the difference, right? Now you've had. Let's see. Looks like you are the highest scored against.
Oh
yeah.
Team. You are, and he is. I think he's the lowest. I'm just double checking.
Exactly.
He is officially the lowest scored against by. Get this. 98 point difference.
Wow.
Yes.
He's got scored 98 points less scored on him than you, and he's only 10 points higher scoring than you. He scored 10 more points in the season, but got
so
yeah.
I think that was it. That was the
difference.
point that was the point he was trying to make. He's like, I'm not really 4-0 good. He's like, I essentially shouldn't be 4-0.
Yeah,
he's like, I am.
But yeah, enjoy it while it lasts. Exactly
and that's basically what he's saying. He's like, I'm not.
Right.
I'm not a 4-0 team, essentially.
Well, I'm officially a 1-2-1 team because I'm the 2nd lowest scoring team in the league. No, I came along. See, my team's really been second. And this is the league I had. To be fair, I had. God damn it, Saquon in, right. Yeah. And I had to play him 2 weeks in a row. He didn't do shit in the first week because he played Pittsburgh and just sucked. And he probably wasn't healthy then. Who knows? But then the second week, he gets hurt after scoring like 2 points. I think I got 8 points or 6 points out of him the entire season.
What a first round draft pick. What a first round
pick.
Pick.
Yeah, I wish I would have picked up,
anybody else.
Zeke, right? That's who I really wish I would have got. Or actually, I wish I would have got Kamara, even though I'd have been really uncomfortable with that. Kamara was a great pick. You did really well. Getting him in the middle of the pack, he's been a stud.
Yeah,
so that hurt my first couple weeks because I was projected to do better, and every week till last week, I didn't do it. So,
you know who sucked?
But my team sucks.
Kenyon Drake.
Dude, I'm telling you, I actually picked up Chase Edmonds or whatever. I have Kenyon, but I picked him up too. And I'm not ready to drop Kenyon Drake, but he's just not doing it. But again, Arizona's the last 2 weeks hasn't been doing it. They're just not.
Maybe he picks it up, but he's not playing first round caliber.
That team had such a good start. We're all thinking, yeah, we did good by saying they're going to be good. Though I wasn't full in on them, but they've sure not impressed anybody these last 2 weeks. Not great teams they lost to.
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Not
all right.
at all.
Anything else? My earth shattering, guys. Otherwise, I think we can call it. We've had a nice show.
I can't think of anything earth shattering.
Yeah,
No.
save it for next week.
I'm hot in this bag. I'm starting to sweat.
Oh well, then Joe, what else do we have to talk about? Let's come up with something else. Then. If he's uncomfortable, we probably should. You know, we like drink sweat. Any water this time either.
I have one, but I tried before the show and it was a little awkward.
Yeah.
I mean, I can.
Well, maybe you should try a straw. Have you heard of a straw in like a smaller drinking vessel? They make like bottles with a little top or a cup with a straw. You should spill it all over the bag. That would be ideal. It's got a wet bag, all soggy, sticking to his face.
I'm surprised I didn't there. I thought I was about to.
That was impressive.
I think it is a little bit wet. Just a tad.
See,
on the inside.
That's character.
Yeah. Or slobber.
Right.
A little bit.
All right, guys. It's been a good show.
All right, boys.
Fun.
All right.
Yep.
Take care of yourselves. Till next time.
Until next time.
See you guys later.
Later.